Good evening. Welcome to our week's virtual maths club session. Today's session, we are going to explore Russian multiplication. As we want to explore this session, a few reminders and etiquettes. Just make sure that you are muted every time unless you want to ask questions. I hope you are prepared for this session. Make sure that if you have to put your video on, you are in appropriate clothing. Be respectful. A simple online etiquette. And make sure that your microphone is on mute when you're not talking. We have a chat box here. You can use it to answer questions or to ask questions whenever necessary. So just make good use of it. At least when you are in the meeting, be fully present. And then avoid any distraction. If you have to take break times, please let us know. This session is going to begin now. I am Samuel Okoth Ugalo. The teacher that is going to lead the session today is Dixon Namasaka, and the sign language interpreter is Miss Fleria Adinda. Welcome.
Hello students, welcome to our virtual math club. I'm your teacher, Teacher Dixon, and I'm with Madam Adinda Fleria, who is our sign language teacher. Before we begin our session, could you please ensure that you have a book, you have a pen, and also Amy Math Club Pack. The objectives of this session are as follows. To correctly demonstrate the steps of Russian multiplication using both even and odd multiplicants. Number 2, to compare and contrast Russian multiplication to the modern method of multiplication. Objective number 3, to explore numbers and operations, that's multiplication and addition. During this session, ensure that there is respect. You have online etiquette. Keep your microphone on mute unless if you want to talk, and if you have permission. Be responsible in the chat box. Be fully present and remove distractions. So those are the objectives and the rules that have to govern us during this session. Our lesson for today is on Russian multiplication. We start by defining what Russian multiplication is. We say Russian multiplication is an interesting method of multiplication involving only halving, doubling, and adding. On Russian multiplication, we shall be dealing halving of numbers, doubling, and also adding of numbers. Multiplication is one of 4 elementary mathematical operations of arithmetic, bearing in mind that we have addition, subtraction, and division. From the modern way or the common way of multiplication, while multiplying 2 numbers, for example, we have 22 multiplied by 19. Can someone please work out this and give me the right answer when we take 22 multiplied by 19 using the modern or the common way of multiplication. You could have gotten that 22 multiplied by 19, the result is 418. That's good. So we want to use Russian multiplication to see if we can get the same 418 after multiplying 22 with 19 using Russian multiplication. To do this, when using Russian multiplication, therefore we create a table with the two columns. A table with the two columns, we write one of the numbers in the left column and another number in the right column. On the left column, the number on the left column, we double it. The number on the right hand side, we divide by 2. After dividing by 2 on the right side, for example, if we get a number like, let's say we have 9, then we divide it by 2, we get 4.5. Therefore, we don't write 4.5, but we write 4. We write 4. Then the next thing is the other side. On the left side, we keep on doubling the new number we get. And on the right hand side, we keep dividing by 2 until we get the result to be 1. As you can see an example here, an example of 22 and 19. We double 22, we get 44. We divide 19 by 2, we get 9.5. We write 9. We double 44, we get 88. The other side, we divide 9 by 2, we get 4.5. We write 4. We keep on doing the same until we get 1 on the right, until we get 1 on the right hand side. After this, students, we eliminate all the rows containing even numbers. And here we consider our right hand side number. The original number was 19. Therefore, we keep on looking at this column, where we get an even number. So that row we ignore the numbers. That is, we ignore 4 and 88. We also ignore 2 and 176, since 4 and 2 are even numbers. The next thing is that we now take the remaining numbers from the left hand side. We take 22, we add 44, and we add 352. And you can realize that when we take 352 plus 44 plus 22, the result is 418. the result is 418. Remember, using the modern way of multiplication, we got the answer to be 418. Therefore, the Russian multiplication has been proved to be right with our two examples. Okay, can we try? We have been using 22. Okay, class, we believe, or I believe that we have seen how Russian multiplication works compared to the modern way of multiplication. And we have used 22 and 19 as our numbers, and on multiplying them using Russian multiplication and the modern way of multiplication, we've got the same answer. So could you please, students, try using another two numbers, use Russian multiplication method to see if you can get the right answer. After that, you try using the modern way of multiplication to confirm if you have the same answer. During your leisure time or during your free time, I want you also to try a number whereby we have an even number multiplied by an even number. For example, when we have a number like 20 multiplied by 20 using Russian multiplication, and confirm if you can get the same answer using modern way of multiplication. Also, check using odd number multiplied by odd number. For example, using 25 or 23 and 23. That is your homework. Thank you for participating in the class. I have been your teacher, Namasaka Dixon, with Adinda Fleria.